Namaskar. Myself Dr. Suresh Dakar, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Today I will discuss about rearing of mulberry silkworm. Then first is mulberry silkworm, scientific name Bombyx morai, family is Bombycidae, host plant is mulberry plant, botanical name of mulberry is Morus alba. Then what is sericulture? Sericulture, the art of manufacturing commercial silk by the tending silkworm from egg to cocoon. Then what is silk? Silk, it is the secretion of spinnet of the caterpillar of silkworm about the pupa. Then rearing of silkworm, mulberry silkworm and scientific name Bombyx morai. Then cultivation of mulberry plants is called moriculture. Cultivation of mulberry plants is called moriculture. These are over 20 species of mulberry, of which 4 are common: Morus alba, Morus indica, Morus serrata, and Morus latifolia. Mulberry is propagated either by seeds, root graft, or stem cuttings. The last one being most common. तो मोस्टली मलबेरी प्रोपगेशन करते हैं सीड से, रूट ग्राफ्ट एंड स्टेम कटिंग. कटिंग 22 to 23 centimeter long with 3 to 4 buds each and pencil thick. The obtained from mature stem. These are planted directly in the field or first in nurseries to be transplanted later. After the plants have grown, pruning is carried out routinely, which serve two purposes: introduction of growth and sprouting of new shoots. Then harvesting of leaves for feeding larvae is done in the three way: leaf picking, branch cutting, top shoot harvesting. If leaf picking, individuals' leaves are hand picked in branches. Cutting method, I enter cutting methods. Branch with the leaves are cut and obtain third install larvae. In top shoot harvesting, that tops of shoots are clipped and given to the fourth and fifth install. The yield and quality of leaf uh, depend upon the agronomic practices for cultivation of mulberry trees, namely irrigation, application of fertilizer, etc. It is the estimated that 20,000 to 25,000 kg of leaf can be harvested per hectare per per hectare per year under the optimum condition. Uh, it has also been estimated that to rear one box of 20,000 eggs, 600 to 650 eggs of kg of leaves are required for the spring rearing, and 500 to 600 kg of autumn rearing in Japan. In India, to rear 20,000 eggs for quantity of leaves required is about 50 to 400 kg. तो अगर इंडिया में अगर 20,000 एग्स रेयरिंग करने के लिए 350 से 400 kg लीफ की नीड होती है. देन रेयरिंग इक्विपमेंट्स फर्स्ट इज रेयरिंग हाउस. द रेयरिंग हाउस शुड meet certain specification, as the silkworm are very sensitive to weather condition like humidity and temperature. The rearing room should have proper ventilation, optimum temperature and proper humidity. It should be ensured that dampens stimulus of air, exposure to bright sunlight and strong wind should be avoided. Then second is rearing stand. Rearing stand are made up to wood or bamboo. रेयरिंग स्टैंड होता है वो किसका बना होता है? वुड एंड बम्बू वुड का. एंड आर पोर्टेबल. These are frame of which rearing trays are kept. A rearing stand should be 2.5 height and 1.5 long and 1 meter wide, and that should have 10 shelves with a space of 20 centimeter between the shelves. The tray are arranged on the shelves. Each stand can be accommodate 10 rearing trays. Then ant well. Ant wells are provided to the stop ants from climbing on the trays, and as ants are serious managed to the silkworm. They are made of constant of or stone blocks 20 centimeter square and 7.5 centimeter high, with a deep groove of the 2.5 centimeter running of water round the top. The legs of the reading stands rest on the center of well filled with the water. Their reading trays. These are made of bamboo or, or wood, so that they are light and easy to handle. These are either round or rectangular. Then paraffin paper. Paraffin paper. This is a thick craft paper coated with paraffin wax with a melting point of 55 degrees centigrade. It is used for rearing early stage of silkworm and prevent withering of the chopped leaves, and also help to maintain proper humidity in the rearing bed. Then foam rubber strips. Foam rubber strip, long foam rubber strip 2.5 centimeter wide and 2.5 centimeter thick, depend in water and kept around the silkworm rearing bed during first to install stage to maintain optimum mobility. Newspaper strip may also be used as a substitute. Then chopsticks. Chopsticks, these are tapering bamboo rods 1 centimeter in diameter and meant of picking younger stage of larvae to ensure the hygienic handling. Then feathers. Feathers is bird feathers, preferably while and large are important items of silkworm rearing cocoon, silkworm rearing room. These are used for producing newly hatched worm to prevent injuries. Then chopping board and knife. Chopping board and knife. The chopping board is made up to the soft wood. It is used as a base of cutting leaves with the knife to suitable size required for feeding the worm in different instar stage. चाकू ऐसा लेना चाहिए जो लीफ को काटने के लिए सुटेबल हो. Then leaf chamber. These are used for storing harvested leaves. The side walls and bottom are made of wooden strips. The chamber is covered on the sides with a wet gunny cloth. Then cleaning net. These are cotton or nylon nets of different mesh size to suit the size variation of different star of the silkworm. These are used for cleaning our rearing beds, and at least 2 nets are required for each rearing trays. Then mountains. These are used to support silkworm for spinning cocoons. These are made up to bamboo, usually 1.8 centimeter long and 1.2 meter wide. Over a mat base, taps are fixed in the form of the spiral leaves, a gap of 5 to 6 centimeter. They are also called kendricks. Other types of mountains such as centipede rope mounted stag cocooning frames are also used. Then hygrometers and thermometers. Hygrometer and thermometers का क्या यूज होता है? These are used to record humidity and temperature of the rearing room. rearing room में humidity और temperature रिकॉर्ड करने के काम में आता है hygrometer and thermometer. Then feeding stands. These are small wooden stand, 0.9 meter height, used for holding the trays during feeding and bed cleaning. There are other equipments like feeding basins, sprayer and leaf basket may also be required. तो ये मेजर मेजर रिक्वायरमेंट इक्विपमेंट्स हो गए जो जैसे मलबे सिल्कों में रेयरिंग के काम में आते हैं. दे रेयरिंग प्रैक्टिसेज. Rearing practices, silk worm must be reared with almost care since they are susceptible to the diseases. Therefore, prevent diseases. Good sanitization methods and hygienic rearing techniques must be followed. The appliance and the rearing room should be thoroughly clean and disinfected with 2 to 4% formaldehyde solution. Then room temperature should be maintenance around 25 degrees centigrade. Then procurements of quality seeds. The most important step in silkworm rearing is the procurement of the quality of seeds. Free from diseases, seeds are obtained from granaries, which are the centers of production of disease-free seeds. For pure and hybrid races in large quantities, these centers purchase cocoons from the certified seed cocoon producer. These cocoons are placed in ventilized rooms with proper temperature, 23 to 25 degree centigrade temperature, and humidity is 70 to 80%. And emergence of moth is allowed. Then drainage rooms may be kept dark and light may be supplied suddenly on the expected day of emergence to being uniform emergence. Emerging moth are sexed and the use of breeding purpose to produce seed eggs. Then 3 hours of mating secures maximum fertilized eggs. The female are then made to lay eggs on the paper sheets or cardboard coated with a gummy substance, and egg sheets are disinfected with 2% formaldehyde and then washed with water to remove traces of the formaldehyde and then dried up in shades. Then the eggs are transported in the room, transport in the form of egg sheet. However, it is easy to transport loose eggs. To loosen the eggs, our sheets are soaked in water. Then the loose eggs are washed in salt solution. जो eggs होते हैं उनको salt solution में wash करते हैं और salt solution 1.06 to 1.10 specific gravity of separate out unfertilized eggs and dead eggs floating in the surface. ये साल्ट इसलिए करते हैं कि अगर कोई मरा हुआ कोई एग्स है वो पानी ऊपर आ जाता है. और period of the final washing, the eggs are disinfected with 2% formaldehyde solution. Eggs are dried, weighted to the required standards and packed in small flat boxes with muslin cover and dispatched to buyers. Then brushing. Brushing, the process of transferring the silkworm of rearing trays is called brushing. Suitable time of brushing is about 10 am. ब्रूशिंग करने का जो सूटेबल टाइम होता है सुबह के 10 बजे. द एग्स एट द ब्लू egg stage and kept in the black box on the days period to hatching. The next day they are exposed to the diffuse light so that the larvae hatch uniformly in the response to photic stimuli is about 90%. Hatching can be obtained in one day by this method. Then in case of egg prepared on egg card, the cards will be newly hatched worm are placed in the rearing tray or boxes, and the tender mulberry leaf are the chopped into the piece and sprinkled over egg cards. In case of loose eggs, a net with the small holes is separate over the box containing the hatch larvae, and the mulberry leaf cut into the small piece are scattered over the net. Then preparation of feed bed and feeding. फीड बेड और फीडिंग कैसे प्रिपरेशन करते हैं. आफ्टर ब्रूसिंग करने के बाद में द बेड इज प्रिपेयर्ड बाई कलेक्टिंग द वर्म एंड द मलबेरी लीफ टुगेदर बाई यूजिंग ए फीडर. The bed is spread uniformly using chopsticks. The first feeding is given after 2 hours of bruising. पहला उनको फीडिंग कब देना चाहिए? ब्रूसिंग करने के 2 घंटे के बाद में. Feed bed is a layer of chopped leaves spread on the tray all over a large area. The first and second star larvae are commonly known as chalky worm. The chalky worm paraffin paper sheet is spread on the rearing trays. Then fourth and fifth star are reared in wooden or bamboo trays by any of the 3 methods. 3 मेथड्स हैं, उनमें से कोई भी अपन मेथड यूज में ले सकते हैं. सेल्फ रेयरिंग, फ्लोर रेयरिंग एंड सूट रेयरिंग. इन सेल्फ रेयरिंग में क्या होता है? द रेयरिंग ट्राइज आर अरेंज वन अबाउ द अदर इज ट्राई ऑन द रेयरिंग स्टैंड विथ कैन अकोमोडेट 10 to 11 trays. This method provided enough space for rearing, but it is uneconomical as it required large number of laborers to handle the trays. Then chopped leaves are given as feed in the method. In floor rearing, fixed rearing sheets of 5.7 into 1.1 to 1.5 meter size of the concentrate out of the wooden or bamboo strips in the two tray 1 meter apart. Then each eggs of the silkworm could be conventionally divided into 7 stages. First feeding stage, total 4 स्टेज होती है. फर्स्ट इज फीडिंग स्टेज, स्पार्स ईटिंग स्टेज, मॉडरेट ईटिंग स्टेज, एक्टिव ईटिंग स्टेज, प्री मोल्टिंग स्टेज, लास्ट फीडिंग स्टेज एंड मोल्टिंग स्टेज. द लार्वी हैव गुड एप्रेपाइट at time feeding stage and comparatively little appetite to spurs and the moderate eating stage. Then bed cleaning आगे आता है इसमें. बेड क्लीनिंग, periodically removal of left cover, leaves and worm etc. may be undertaken and is referred to as bed cleaning. It is necessary for proper growth and proper hygiene. 4 मेथड आर एडोप्टेड. 4 मेथड होते हैं उसके बेड क्लीनिंग करने के. कन्वेंशनल मेथड, हस्क मेथड, नेट मेथड एंड कंबाइंड हस्क एंड नेट मेथड. देन स्पेसिंग कितनी रखते हैं? प्रोविजन ऑफ एडेप्टिव स्पेस ऑफ द ग्रेट इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ vigorous growth of silkworm. As the worm grow in size, the density in the rearing bed increase and condition of overcrowding of pest. Then molting क्या होता है? Mounting. Transferring mature 5th instar larva to mountage is called as mounting. When larvae are fully mature, they become translucent, their body sting and they stop feeding and start searching for suitable place. ये फिर फीड करना बंद कर देता है, वो एक सर्च करता है सूटेबल स्पेस. They picked up and put it on mountains. The worm attached themselves to the spirals of the mountains and they start spinning cocoons. The spinning complete within 2 to 3 days in multi-volatile varieties and 3 to 4 days in uni and bi-volatile. And this is a rearing of mulberry silkworm Bombyx mori. Thank you.